Hello and welcome to H. Greg Lux. Here I have a 2019 Dodge Challenger RT. This car came with a clean Carfax report and it has one previous owner. What I'm going to do in this video for you is I'm going to show you around the car. We're going to take a look at it to see if there's any kind of damage, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. Here at H. Greg Lux, we want to be as transparent as possible and give you total peace of mind. So if there's anything you need to know about this car, we will let you know. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go panel by panel, checking out the vehicle, and we're going to go ahead and start right here with the front bumper. Let's take a look. Front bumper seems to be in perfect condition. I'm not seeing any kind of damage. Now, what about the hood? Again, we just want to know if there's any scratches, any dents, any chips, or any other kind of damage. The hood seems to be in perfect condition. What about this fender on the driver's side of the vehicle? And again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. This fender seems to be in perfect condition as well, and we can move on to the wheel. Or again, we just want to know if there's any type of curve rash or any other kind of damage. But again, I'm not seeing anything like that. This wheel is in perfect condition. We can now move on to the door panel. And again, we're taking a close look at everything. Door panel looks perfect. What about this fender? Looks perfect as well. Now to the wheel. And just like the first one, this one is in perfect condition as well. Again, I'm not seeing any type of curve rash. Now we can go ahead and move on to the back. Looking good. I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the rear hood. And once again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. Perfect. Let's move on to the passenger side, starting with this fender. Everything's looking good. I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Now, what about the wheel? And just like the last two, this one is in perfect condition as well. Again, I'm not seeing any type of curve rash. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the door. And just like the other side, this one is in perfect condition. What about the last fender? And in this fender, I noticed a few minor scratches right here, right on top of the wheel, and a minor chip right here, as you can see right there on the screen. Everything else is looking good. What about the wheel itself? And I can safely say that all of the wheels of this car, including this one, are in perfect condition. Let's now move on to the interior of the vehicle. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the seat. We want to know if there's any type of wear and tear along the material, along the fabric, any scratches, any tears. I'm not seeing anything at all. This seat's in perfect condition, and we can move on to the door panel. Again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage, any type of wear and tear. But once again, I'm not seeing anything like that. This door panel is in perfect condition as well. Let's now take a look at the other side of the vehicle, the passenger side. And again, we're going to start by taking a look at the seat, checking the fabric, seeing if there's any sort of damage or any type of wear and tear. Everything's looking good, just like the other side. This seat's in perfect condition as well. Now, once again, let's move on to the door panel, where again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage. I'm not seeing anything like that. I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. Just like the other side, again, this door panel is in perfect condition. Now, something I do want to mention right now is that this car comes with an owner's manual, as you can see right there on the screen, and 2 sets of keys. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the back seats, starting with this one. Fabric's looking good. I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take a look at the middle one. looking good as well. Perfect. What about the last one? And again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. The back seats are in excellent condition. Now with the car on, I want to show you a couple things. The first of which is the mileage of this vehicle. As you can see in the middle of the dashboard, this car has 10,111 miles. The other thing I want to show you is that this car comes with a backup camera, as you can see right there on the screen. And now I want to go ahead and show you the condition of the steering wheel, so let's take a look. We want to know if there's any tears, any scratches around the leather, any kind of damage. Everything's looking good. The only thing I noticed is just a scratch right here on the top left corner. Very minor. Let's keep going. Everything else is looking good. What about the buttons? There's no kind of damage here. And this side's perfect as well. Now let's move on to the mid console. Again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage, like scratches to the screen, the knobs, the buttons, or to anything else. And once again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. The mid console and the steering wheel are in excellent condition. Now we can go ahead and take a look at the trunk of the car. And we just want to know if there's any type of wear and tear along the sides or along the floor of the trunk. And as you can see, there's no kind of damage. The trunk is in excellent condition and very well kept. I also want to go ahead and mention that this car comes with some mats. Before we finish out this video, let's take a look at the engine. And we just want to take a quick look. Perfect. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact one of our representatives here at H. Craig Vlogs.